Okay, I was guided to do this small divine feminine update right now. There's a lot of stuff going on right now, and especially because there has been some distractions and intense energy incomings, and feeling like there's been like redirection in a lot of things, and it's difficult to navigate in. So I wanted to take a few cards from the dragons and Mary Magdalene and then see what's going on. I think a lot of, especially divine feminine energy, has been going through a lot, and there is a huge reset happening, but also a like a clear slate, a clean slate energy, like pressing the reset button. And it's not that you don't know where you're going, but it's more like you know that something is released and you are actually on your own path, and you have to step up and be the light and the guide and the teacher that you are. And also I got a message I got a message where that was very much important. That the message was from my guides, was from this is just how they said it: who are you to judge who can receive the light? You do not understand where the light strikes. It can strike anywhere right now. It's about heart consciousness and purity, and it's not about anything else of this world. We are called to work and help and serve, and many on this planet do not understand what is going on. So whatever you're seeing around the world, in and around you right now, don't judge. Just say thank you, because you don't know the stuff the people has been going through, that are giving messages and channeling to help and guide you, or any healers that you are seeing and emerging. You should send them light and love, because they are very much struggling every day and in doubt of how to do that work, because some of them have just been assigned a whole new path. So for those of us who has been on the path, message ended. Okay, that was just what was coming through. And for those of us who have been on the path for many years, we know this. So be that stay in love. The lesson is always love. Stay there. Stay in love also for the people who are new on this path. I think that's a very much important message, but actually has huge gifts, because it's not about erase the judgment. It's very sad to see that, especially in the healer communities, that people are starting to have conversation around that. You should do your own trauma healing first. That's just my take on it, okay? Okay, that's enough about that. Changing the energy. Okay, Mary Magdalene, because she's always about love, healing with love, using the tools you got. It's not... The people who comes to you are the people you're supposed to serve. Always trust that, okay? And when you put yourself out there, it's because you can do it. And you wouldn't be put in a situation if you couldn't do it. And you have the codes and the guides and the strength to do it. We got Sophia. It's all about the color therapy, the chakras, the healing. That's a huge message from Mary Magdalene. That's where the divine feminine are right now. Clearing and cleansing and transmuting with color therapy, chakras, sound healing, and a lot of Reiki healing, quantum healing. There's a huge revelation going on within the divine feminine right now of who she really is. And she's like also very in awe of all the energy and the newness of everything. There's a lot of energy going through me right now, so I'm totally cleansing. And then miracles. You can expect a lot of miracles to happen. This is also an energy that's going in over the Divine Feminine. Expect that you are getting an upgrade in your intuition, your sacral chakra, and this simple here, connection to your God, whatever that is for you, but connection to the higher realms, your higher self. And the tree of life is also a wisdom and a energy system you will understand much deeper. So you're getting your understanding in layers, but just know. And you also working with the sun. So there's a lot of huge stuff going on. So I want to get a message for the Divine Feminine, for Mary Magdalene. What can we... Okay. And she's talking about liberation. She's talking about your becoming free. And you're getting there. You are moving towards liberation. Mind, body, soul, spirit. Mind, body, soul. Physically, mentally, spiritually, and emotionally liberation. We're not there yet, but that's what we're moving towards. And then the little children is all about unconditional love. You can't get there unless you're in your heart. You have to be in the heart space to get there. That's why we need to keep on working, getting back into the heart, coming from love. It's not that you can't set boundaries and cut people out of your life and toxic situations, stuff like that. It's not about that. That's also a huge misunderstanding, that you have to be the healer of everybody. No. You have to, if people are not treating you good, you have to cut them out. That's for sure. And if anything is toxic or there's violence or stuff like that, you can't be around. But it's about showing your own self, because we always have to heal ourselves first. First and foremost, that's the most important job we have every day. And from there we can work with other people from the depth of our own healing of whatever we have been going through. But from yourself, it's a message to you from Mary Magdalene that for you, you have to show yourself unconditional love. So it's about how you're talking to yourself. What are you eating? What are you presenting yourself with? What do you put into your body? What are you seeing? What are you watching? What are you surrounding yourself with? Okay? Showing yourself, because when you can show yourself unconditional love, you can also show the world unconditional love. And we know this because we can bust ourselves when we are in a state where we're irritated and angry and sad and just trauma comes up or stuff comes up and we have remembering of past memories and stuff like that. It's difficult to be in unconditional love for ourselves when we feel shame or guilt or hurt or all the shadows. But it's just there that you have to love yourself and say, okay, thank you for that experience. And it's damn difficult, but it's just the work, okay? That's where you need to show yourself unconditional love. After the chocolate and the ice cream, right? Wow, and then she's coming out. That's a really, really big confirmation from this reading, because we get the Magdalene card, because you are becoming the healer. And you are the healer already, but you are called to step up and be much more in your mission work. And that's for all women right now. All is needed on deck if we were on a ship, like Noah's Ark. But it's like we are all needed to step up and do what we can, and it's for everybody. And there's so much need for it. The world needs it right now. So whatever gift you have right now, you can do it. You can start helping people. Be creative. Think about something you can do, because it's so needed. And from there you will grow. From there you will evolve. And from there you can see how much you're gonna illuminate your own gifts and also spread all the ripple effect much more wider than you could ever imagine. And the worthiness comes with healing and showing yourself unconditional love every day, and getting in that feeling of really being in that state of love. Yeah, so it's all about that, and it takes a lot of letting go, and it takes a lot of releasing, but that's the work. It's 10 minutes. What is going on right now for the Divine Feminine? The gratitude prayers are very much important. You're being asked to do that. Do gratitude, and not like, it has to be sincere, honest gratitude that comes from deep within your bones. And then you are being asked to connect to your guides. We know this. And then you're being asked to be honest about who are you really? Who are the real you? Take your mask off. That's something we're all being asked to do. Take off your mask. Or it will be taken off you. Show the real you. And from there you can heal. Okay, so we're moving into the energy of Metatron. So I'm just gonna use some lavender and water and sea salt. It's just that. That was really good, but it's also the Mary Magdalene energy. It's water, lavender, and sea salt. Oh, I love it. And you can also spray it around your house and have a little bottle, make a little bottle. And I just did that earlier, and it's lavender for my garden. Okay, wow. Hello, you. Conquering fear, I love it. You have to start today. another task we need to do. You have to master your fear right now. And it is being dismantled for a lot of Divine Feminine right now, because we've been through so much. It's like, okay, what's next? Anything else? Let me deal with it. Conquering fear, if there's still something left. And working with that, maybe writing a journal where you feel, where you just write it down. And then Archangel Xanthophon, that's grounding all your energies, because you are connecting a high stream and doing so much work and experiencing so many different things, and energy experiencing and so many stuff that's going on. So it's right now, it's just like, just follow along, get your ducks in a row, and just keep on moving 1 foot forward every day, because you can't really do anything else. So Xanthophon is coming in to help you ground your energy and have that silver line energy within everything you do. And then we need the dragons, because that's a very important energy right now and in the future, because they are going to work very intensely with us and help us and guide us, the 4 elements. And then it started to rain. So I'm feeling the water dragons, and that's our emotions are definitely coming in. The water dragons are definitely coming in to help us heal trauma and release fear and release anxiety and release just anything that we have stored in our mental field, our body, and all of that, and help us heal and release it. so we don't need to carry it any further. If somebody has a remote or an app for that, please send it to me. That could be great. Could we create an app for that and just have it done with? Sunshine Yellow Dragon, I love it. This is beautiful. It's also connecting you with animals. Some of you need to get an animal or connect with an animal, because that's the unconditional love feeling you will get when you connect with an animal instantly. Also connect with the sun. This dragon will also help you to help animals and serve animals and heal and respect them more. And when you are around an animal, you have to take care of them. You have to see they have food enough and water and all that. So you actually you get into that nurturing, intense rain right now. Nurturing is energy, and that also brings out your own inner child and your own inner self-nurturing for yourself. It reminds you about that. And then the Divine Feminine right now in the energy gets the Royal Blue and Gold Dragon. This is the third time you get it. You are awakening to your own majesty, and you are tapping into your power with pride. So straighten your spine, lift your head up, and just walk with pride and with worthiness of who you really are, no matter what you have been through, okay? And no matter what you have. And it's not about material stuff right now, because you have the codes to manifest anything you want in the future. We got the earth and the water dragon here. There's a huge creation energy around the Divine Feminine right now, and these dragons can help you right now. The earth and the water dragon, the earth will ground the spiritual into the physical and may help you manifest more abundance, and the water dragon will help you keep it balanced, okay? Create the foundation for new growth. A fresh start is coming for a lot of us all, and for you, with new opportunities. Nurture your ideas. Just don't talk to them about everybody. Nurture them, write them down and develop them, and then harvest the abundance, okay? So you work on it, and you don't talk about it so much, and then you launch it, and then you can see the energy come in, okay? So be very mindful around how your creation process is and who you share it with. And then we have the air and the fire, the water dragon again. So we both have the air and the earth element. Helps you to connect with higher frequencies. I don't know. I don't think Divine Feminine has a problem with that. But trust your intuition, develop your psychic ability, be open to enlightenment, deeper enlightenment, and express your inner song. I had a client where I asked her to write her own song. Maybe that was a message for me too, but it was something about writing your own song, your own story in a song or something like that. But it's definitely also a dragon that can help you connect when it gets to 3D. And also because I'm feeling a lot of us has been put into 3D projects and 3D stuff where we have to learn a new skill, maybe on the computer, or doing online stuff and learning all that to create something, and doing online courses. I've been doing that with my yoga and my breath work, and it's like, oh my God, the science of the computer and the online stuff, it's like, it's not easy, but it's doable. And also with the Patreon and all the stuff you need to do. And it forces you to get into the 3D world, because you need to call people and ask people and that are good at something like that, and then learn how you do it, and then you have to ground and do practical stuff around that, and then learn it, and then you kind of not spending as much time in the higher frequencies, but when you do, you get up there fast. And that's the new feeling of, look how far you have come. Because when you decide, well, now it's time to do my healing, my Reiki healing, my meditation, or my client work, you just snap into the energy, because you are that. Okay? A mantra meditation is like, right now is like, breathe in so, breathe out hum. Breathe in so, hum. I am that I am. Okay? You can meditate on that mantra. I am that I am. That's a powerful mantra. Aquamarine dragon from Neptune. This is one of my favorite. Enable you to access the deepest soul wisdom you need right now. Because I'm feeling, because it has been a very difficult path. A lot of us are very, we don't want to take the wrong steps, and we really take the time and go in and ask, is it what I'm supposed to work with? And then you jump into something and you don't know if it's going to be the right, but if your soul is guiding you, so you can work with the aquamarine dragon from Neptune. Every time you feel like, is this coming from my deepest soul wisdom? And spiritual wisdom are available to you anytime, also when you're just walking or going up and doing something. But it will also help you develop your own psychic abilities that you know you have, but you want to work on. You can ask the dragons, because they have the keys. That's the message I got. I got a dragon transmission. I'm not allowed to release it yet, but there was a lot of messages around what the dragons can help us with, and why we are connecting with them, and why they're coming. If they're coming strongly to you now, it's because they hold the keys to your further growth. So start working with them and connecting with them. I'm going to do meditations with them on Patreon. I'm going to do transmissions with them. The green dragon, connect with nature. So you need to spend more time in nature. That's also a divine feminine message we keep getting. The nature holds the key. Look at the key. The key is in nature. That's where you will get your medicine, your wisdom. You will get messages, what you're supposed to do in the forest, in the woods, in nature, on the grass, somewhere in a park, or just around waters, or wherever you can feel that you can feel like in a beautiful energy. Sunsets and sunrises right now are very much important, if you can get to that, and watch that, follow the rhythm of nature. Okay. A final card, the black dragon. We have that, we know this. This is the shadow work, the earth dragon. The earth dragons right now are clearing and cleansing the grid fields. There's something, I found out something yesterday, that we are the divine feminine, or just the collective, or just maybe, I don't know how many who's experiencing this, but we are turning into a new cycle, because I kept getting the alpha dragon. I didn't understand it. And then I heard Judy Satori talking about that the new cycle we're moving into is alpha omega cycle, and I don't fully understand it yet. But I understand now that that's why I kept getting the alpha dragon, because we are at a new beginning, at a new cycle that I don't even understand, and we're not supposed to understand it right now, but that's why we're feeling, everything is feeling so different, and it is a totally new cycle of energy. So it'll just be, yeah, for those of you who resonate, you will understand. And then we get the Kuan Yin, pink dragon for the divine feminine. It's very much important. I'm just throwing out messages here for you, because that's what I'm being guided to do. The fire dragons. So it's also telling me right now that the importantness of working with the elements, and we know this, but on a much deeper level. On the level where you're taking water, transmuting it. When you place a bottle of water on your family's table, You can bless it with love. You can also alchemize it. You can work with that water element, sending positive vibration and love, clearing it. Every time I take a glass of water, when I remember it, not every time, I say Himalaya. And I'm quoting Himaya's energy because she makes everything flow, and then I drink it. That's just something I do, okay? You can also work with the earth around you. You can work with the dragons around the elements. But the whole message was that I was getting that we are being called to work much deeper with the elements right now. More deeper in not just talking about the elements, but working with them in a deeper, the alchemy around. Yeah, you get it. So it's around, if you pray for something, you go outside and ask nature. And if you work with the earth, you work with the air, you work with the fire, you work with the water. And then you can write about it. Okay? You can write about it, you can create a book about it, and you can write down your experiences. It's also called a shadow book. And then you can start to write down what you're experiencing right now. But that is the path of the Divine Feminine right now has changed a lot. But I'm feeling with the energy we got from Mary Magdalene, where she's really talking about we're moving towards liberation, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. And it's not that it's easy right now. Actually, you're being called to do greater work right now in many different areas. So there's not so much time to stay in old wounding and old trauma and old stuff. You need to clear it, heal it, and release it, and do the work you can. Do whatever you can. And don't ever judge yourself how much you can do and how much you can't do, because you only will heal as much as you're ready to. You can only say, okay, thank you for that. And then you can take a few more steps forward, and then, wow, something happens. You have to heal this, you have to look at this, then you have to do this. So it's like we're healing in spirals, and we keep coming back to stuff so we can, yet another layer, go a little deeper. And that's just the path. So it's not about being perfect, but it's just about being honest and accept where you are, and just be in that state and say, okay, I am where I am. I am where I am, and that's perfect. And then you go out and shine your light, okay? So this is just what I wanted to say. I'm sending you so much love. If I wanted to do something specific, I really wanted to do a meditation, but I'm too tired. But I really want to say that that was a healing technique I got this evening. That is something we really need to do right now, because I know a lot of divine healers right now and divine feminines are going through huge release of trauma and just going through that. Whenever you do energy healing work right now, whenever you can, put your feet in salt water with lavender. If you can, get your feet into a bathtub up to your knees. When you do your meditation, when you do your chakra clearings, when you do your breath work or release work, if you don't have a bathtub, you can just put your feet in salt water, and then, because it will go much faster, you can use only just hot water, some regular soap, and lavender and salt, just regular salt, sea salt or something, whatever you have. I can get really good bargains on sea salt in my grocery shop, but that's something, that's an energy technique I learned this evening that we need to do right now, and I'm also going to teach it on Monday, because we're doing and we are getting this beach ball effect with all our trauma, and because of this Aries full moon, but also everything that's happening, it's bringing all this up. You can actually, whenever you say, okay, I'm going to set the intention to do some release work right now, we have the full moon, get your feet into salt water, especially with lavender, and then you imagine it going up, all the way up to the first 3 chakras, because it's the base. So whatever's trying to go through your body, it will not get stuck, because you clear and you clear and you clear, and do it as much as you can this next week, because that will actually help you release much faster right now. So prayers to everyone, and I will pray that you will may your road be beautiful and clear. May you rise up every day to beautiful energy, and may you always have strength as a lioness in your heart, and may you continue to keep the trust, the faith and the love, and go forward in this journey we're in right now. So have a beautiful, beautiful day or evening wherever you are. Bye.